What's up YouTube, Foot Dictionary from the Mad Lads. Welcome back to another video guys, welcome back to another player review. We finally go ahead and completed Victor Osimhen, the objectives cards, the future stars cards. As you can see, they're 6'1", his high work rates, 4-star, 4-star. That is his base card stats. On the face of things he looks really good. Not sure about the high work rates. I don't particularly like that on a striker. I prefer the high medium or the high low. That's just my personal preference, because I believe the high does make the players to be a bit of a nuisance, especially in the attack. As you can see, I've given him an engine chemistry style because I believe that is the best chemistry to use on him. It gives him plus 10 balance, plus 5 reactions, boosts his dribbling by 10, and of course with the pace, the strength and the dribbling, it should make him an insane card. And I'll go ahead and quickly show you guys my custom tactics. In game I switch to attacking, I go to 4-2-2, and of course I put him on stay central, get him behind and stay forward. So we're going to go ahead today and find out if this Victor Osimhen grind was worth you know, putting in the grind. I guess we're gonna go ahead and jump into our first game. I'll see you guys there. Right guys, so this is gonna be the first team that we do play. Seems like a fairly, I think we can beat this team, you know. So starting off, my opponent scores in the 7th minute straight away with Thierry Henry. We go on the attack again. Crespo loses the ball, gains it back, passes to Guardiola, Guardiola back to Martinez, Martinez to James. Osimhen does a nice 360, tries to shoot but then he gets blocked. Move on the attack again, Crespo to Osimhen. Once again Osimhen stumbles all over the place, not sure what's happening there. Osimhen again with the ball, passes it to Di Maria. Di Maria somehow retains the ball, passes it back to Osimhen. Osimhen tries to shoot but unfortunately my opponent blocks it once again. We go on the attack again with Osimhen. Osimhen passes the ball to Di Maria. We try to keep the ball and then pass to Crespo, but I don't know how, but Crespo misses that shot. We move the ball again with Osimhen. We try to do a fake shot, but he's just a bit slow on the turn, so I'm not sure really in terms of when it comes to his fake shot and his movement. He is a bit slow, he's a bit clunky. We go on the attack again with James. James runs down the wing, tries to find Osimhen. We go for a shot because we had no options. I find that with Osimhen, he doesn't really get in behind, even though I told him to get in behind. He's always out of position. I think it's due to the high work rates. I'm not really sure. But once again, that was a set. I'm not sure how he missed that. My opponent goes on the attack, scores the goal, and we're 2-0 down. Now we've got the ball with Martinez. Martinez to Werner. Werner runs down the wing, tries to pass it back into Osimhen, retains the ball once again. We try to do a low driven cross. I'm not sure how, but he hits the post. I don't know how that one missed either. We just sort of turned away from the keeper, took a shot, and you know, it was a fairly easy finish, but I'm not sure how he missed. Now opponent scores again. He scores again. It's his third goal, so we go on the attack once again. Osimhen on the run, and I believe this time Osimhen finessed it right on the top corner, and what a lovely finish. We go on the attack once again, Timo Werner. Werner to James. Osimhen runs down the wing, and we try and test out his finishing abilities from that corner, and that was a very tight corner, and for him to finish it, that was really good. I don't know how he missed there in the second chance there when he took the shot with his left foot. I was trying to take a shot with his right foot, but for some reason he hit it with his left. We get another goal back with Maldini. We go on the attack again, Di Maria with lovely rainbow flick, but unfortunately Osimhen is offside. We go on the attack once again, Di Maria doing Di Maria things. We try to run past our opponent and trying to abuse that 94 pace, but unfortunately because of the acceleration so slow, you know, so low, he couldn't really get past. That's the main problem when it comes to having a high sprint speed. You can have a high sprint speed, but if the acceleration is low, then you're not really gonna get nowhere, I guess you could say. We tried to do a few twists and turns there. We end up getting a penalty, and I don't know how, but I missed the penalty to Mr. Osimhen. Now Martinez goes again, passes to Osimhen. Osimhen somehow gets through, does a finesse, and that's it. He finishes it right off, easy peasy. We pass it to Timo Werner. Timo Werner back to Osimhen. I believe Osimhen, yeah, somehow he gets through and he just does a low driven in the right bottom corner, and we score a goal. I'm not sure what the opponent's goalkeeper was doing there, but he just passed us the ball. And as you can see, we just destroyed him. Moving on to the second match, this guy is trying to do the objective for the 82 Osimhen. So we are going to give him the win at the end of the game if he does stay. We do score a kickoff glitch from the start, I'm not going to lie. That was a straight kickoff glitch with Mr. Osimhen. James runs down the wing, passes it back to Guardiola to Di Maria to Crespo to Osimhen, and he misses. But that was a great finish. I think that was by James, I believe. Osimhen goes on the attack, tries a finish from outside the box, hits the post. We go on the attack once again. Di Maria to Osimhen. We tried to use his weak foot there to see how good it was, and as you can see, it wasn't very good. That was a lovely ball from Di Maria, and James just bangs it in the bottom left corner. We tried to do a drag back with Osimhen, tried to keep the ball there. I'm just trying to use his agility, trying to see how good that agility really is, that 93 agility. Di Maria gets the ball again. Osimhen tries to shoot with his left foot, but it gets blocked. We shoot again, hits the post. This game was very frustrating because I hit the post quite a lot, and a lot of sitters he missed. But that one he did not miss. He scores it with his right foot in the bottom corner. Then our opponent scores straight away again. Then he scores again. So this guy was a fairly decent player in terms of the team that he did have. You know, I was quite surprised how good he was. So hats off to him. He was a good player. We move the ball with Crespo back to Osimhen. Osimhen does his little thing there, twists and turns, but we end up losing the ball there. We go on the attack once again. Di Maria. I just love Di Maria. That Di Maria card is amazing, man. I'm telling you, the way he sets up plays, his movement is just perfect. We try to keep the ball with Osimhen, just try and test out his dribbling, just how much he can dribble, and we finish. Oh, we don't finish, we actually missed it. We get on the attack once again. Di Maria running down the wing, doing Di Maria things once again. Passes the ball to Crespo. Crespo runs in, cuts back in, passes to Osimhen. Osimhen turns in and out. He does a drag back. We try to finesse it, but the keeper saves the goal. This one was a jammy goal. I'm not sure what happened in there. I crossed the ball in, and Maldini somehow shot it in the place. Our opponent goes in the attack once again. We tackle the ball, and this time I gave my opponent the goal because, as you can see, it's the 80th minute, and I know he's trying to do the objective. I just moved out my defenders out the way and just let him have the goal. As you can see, I'm just standing there with my keeper waiting for his Osimhen to come and get the ball so he could score, but for some reason he just couldn't score. I don't know what he was doing, but he couldn't get through. Once again, I'm trying really hard to show him that he can he can take the shot with Osimhen, and then he finally does, and then he scores again. And there we go. That's all she wrote. So that was 5-6. We gave the opponent the win because it was, I know how hard it is to do that objective. We move on to the second match. We have another player who's also trying to do the Osimhen objective, and of course I give him the win once again. I let him win because I know how hard it is. So sometimes it's just especially if I'm doing a player review, I don't need to win every single game. It's just mainly about the player, and like for people who are sweating out in division rivals, I feel their pain. So I thought it was only right if I give him the win. We run down with Osimhen once again, and we score a lovely finish shot on the right corner. Then we got Crespo scoring again. Crespo and Osimhen were doing a good link up, but I advise you use opponent scores there. I advise you use someone like someone more agile, snippy with him in attack if you're going to use two striker formation. I don't know how he missed that. That's an absolute sitter, but I don't know how he missed that. But I advise you use someone like Ben Yedder, a Memphis Depay, someone a bit more agile, because he is quite big, and you're going to want someone a bit more agile. Opponent scores twice there, and he makes it 3-3. So once again, like, this guy was also a very decent player with the team that he had. So hats off to him. He was a good player. We get on the ball with James to Werner to Di Maria, and Di Maria finishes it. And then of course, towards the end of the match, once again, I thought it was only right that I gave my opponent the win. So I tried my best to let him score with his Osimhen, but the AI is so overpowered. As you can see, my opponent can't get the ball, even though I'm giving him the ball. He just couldn't get the ball. So it's 4-4, and I believe I gave him one more goal. He should score it somehow. Right, yeah. So he gets the ball into Osimhen and he finishes off the ball. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in a menu and we'll finish off the review. So my final verdict on Mr. Victor Osimhen is he worth the grind? I have mixed feelings about this card. It's a yes and no. So the reason why I would say yes is because he is a good player, he's a decent player, he can finish the ball, he's a very good finisher. Inconsistent sometimes. He's got good, physical presence. He can dribble with the ball. He does have good balance. He's just what you'd call a just above average player. Now, in terms of, due to the fact that League One lacks the striker position, as there's only Memphis Depay, Ben Yedder, and of course Mbappe, and most of those cards aren't even affordable. So in terms of that aspect, of course, yes, he's worth the grind. But in terms of an out and out striker, he's a bit disappointing, I'm not going to lie. I mean, he doesn't suit the meta, of course. He does have the 4-star, which is useful. I don't like his work rates, and for me, I always find him that he's always out of position, so it's hard to get him into the position. So in terms of his speed, yeah, he's got good speed, but the acceleration really lets him down. You can really notice it in game. He's got good shot power, he's got good finishing, his agility is good. In terms of his dribbling and stuff, I wouldn't say it's not very good, because it's quite clunky, because he's a big player. So even with that 93 agility and the boost in his dribbling, you can still feel it a bit. So you can't really dribble with him that much like your Ben Yedders and stuff like that. But of course, then again, he's 6'1". But the one thing I was very disappointed with is his strength. I did not notice his aggression or his strength at all in game, nor did I notice his jumping. Like, he did not win any headers. He doesn't have, like, he was getting bullied off the ball quite a lot. He lost his balance a lot. So that was quite disappointing for me. But in terms of his finishing, sometimes inconsistent, but he did finish most of his chances. As you can see, he's played 3 games and he scored 9 goals. So in terms of overall, it really depends on what kind of team you're rocking with. It depends on if you're trying to do the league SBCs and the foot swaps, icon swaps, stuff like that. It really depends. But in terms of overall, yeah, he's a good card. He's a decent card. He will definitely finish the ball. He's more of a Lewandowski type player with a bit more pace. Anyway, guys, hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching.